done with work for today. We are on the way to go do our run at the gym. This is what's going on. Let me back up just a bit. Their dad can't pick up the boys from school today, and so I'm gonna have to pick them up for school, but I'm gonna have to literally be watching how long it's gonna take me to get to their school, because I'm like gonna be 30 to 40 minutes away depending on traffic, and I'm not going to get out of my Pilates class until 5:15, but I have to pick them up from their after school program by 6. So it's going to be a little bit of a situation there. I'm really hoping that I don't have to leave early, but if I have to leave like 15 minutes early, then I'll just leave 15 minutes early, like excuse myself from the room. But it's okay. It is what it is. It's life. We're rolling with the punches here. So I did end up knocking out 3 hours.
Oh my God.
Not yet. That'll be on Wednesday. I did end up knocking out 3 miles on the treadmill. Oh, I just made a big mess. And I did do about like 10 minutes on the Stairmaster. But I did stop by and go to First Flight again. I know I went there yesterday, but to be honest, like this shop is just super close to where I normally go, like on my normal route, at least as of right now. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go, because it was really delicious and I do need a coffee. It's the First Flight cold brew. So good. So good. So good. But right now I'm headed over to the other LA Fitness location. To be honest, with me incorporating this new class into my schedule and it's starting at 4:30, I'm gonna have to move some things around and try to figure out what this new schedule is gonna look like, and if I need to upgrade my membership to be able to access other clubs to fit better in my schedule. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. Now my mic is on. And it turned on exactly as the car was about to go super fast. So, your girl is still getting it together, okay? Don't hate me, but hopefully the sound is better now, because the mic is actually on. And I don't want to refilm everything I had just said. Cut. For some reason, I couldn't find the intro video for Tuesday, and it just hops straight into me finding outfits. But come along with me to try on a couple of work outfits for me to take to my work event that's happening tomorrow. Honestly, a lot of these looked really cute in person. Some of them don't look as cute on video now that I'm watching it back, but to be honest, like it wasn't as bad as what I expected. I did end up going with this brown top and black pants. It just felt the most comfortable overall, and that's what I go for. And then after that, I just went to Starbucks for a little bit of editing time. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Today is a day, as you can tell, like I have makeup on, I have like a dress shirt on, because I have an in-person event that I have to be at for today. I have my like work computer and everything in this massive bag. And I have to head over. I'm probably gonna be like a half an hour early, but to be honest, with like morning traffic and things like that, I don't want to leave anything up to chance. So I'm gonna be out there for the first half of the day, and then the hope is that I am not going to be there all day long. The hope is that I'm done by around like 2:30, and then I'm gonna go run my 19 miles right after. That's the hope. Sometimes these in-person events can take a little bit longer, especially because it's for work. I don't want to shortchange everything over there on that side. So if it ends up going over to where I can't run today, then it's fine. I'll just do it tomorrow or Friday. But I have everything running wise with me for like what I need for after, just in case I do. I can just literally head on over. The only asterisk is that like I have things to wash my face, but I'm really hoping I don't break out because I have makeup on, and then I'm gonna like kind of wash my face, but not like the full face wash that I'll be doing if I was at home. So everybody cross your fingers that I don't end up breaking out really bad. But that's what's on the ticket for today. So I'm really excited. I love doing these in-person events and getting to meet everybody that, well, not everybody, but getting to learn about new products that are coming out, hear what a lot of like our partners have to say, and also getting to meet like our partnership team. So I love these events. They are my favorite things to do. I mean, one of my favorite things to do. That's like a part of my job. I also love working with data. It's something that I love doing. I love my job. I guess I could say like I love all aspects of my job just in general. If I didn't love my job, I definitely would not be doing it. I'm very much so somebody that if I have to do something every single day or a habit or something like that, it genuinely has to be something that I like doing. So, little side mini rant there. But we're headed out. It is currently 8:19. I'm Maps is saying that I'm gonna get there around 9 o'clock, and like registration is between 9 to 10. I just don't want to be rushing it. Like if I left a little bit later and like I don't know, there was an accident on the freeway and then all of a sudden I'm late. Not cool. So I'll just hang out in my car, do some work, that kind of stuff. I'll try to take you along for as much as I can. To be honest, I don't know how much of the actual event I can film because at the end of the day, I don't want to lose my job for filming something that I shouldn't have been filming, especially if it's for like partners and things like that. So I'll film what I can.
So cute.
And I am done with the in-person event. Don't mind my backseat mess. That's literally everything that I need to take inside. It's clothes. Actually, except for the blanket. I don't have to take the blanket inside. Okay, but back on topic here. That event was absolutely amazing. Definitely excited for some of the key takeaways and some of the action items that are going to be happening over the next week. The only thing that kind of sucks is my makeup. So even though I exfoliate, even though I put on like my benzoyl cream, I forget the name of it, but even though I do that and like I put on 2 different moisturizers this morning before I put on all my stuff, my face is just it's like it's not called peeling, but it's like you can visibly see my makeup, like it's separating. And like my makeup used to never do that before, and I'm using all the same products, like I'm like everything is the same, but my skin is just in a really bad place right now. And so if anybody knows any recommendations that are not going to cause me to have full on horrible breakouts but also stop the separation of my makeup, please share. Please, because I love wearing makeup, but I've just stopped wearing it because it doesn't look good on me. After like an hour, it looks really bad. And all day today, like my face, you can see it, and it looks bad. And it's not exactly great to be networking, and my makeup looks bad. So, oh, hey, sorry. Here's my mic. So, right now, I'm at a Starbucks, I'm going to grab a breakfast sandwich because even though I did eat lunch, I did not eat a lot of lunch. And I'm going to get changed because I have to run 19 miles. I'm trying to gaslight myself to be excited about this, but I am on a little bit of a time crunch because it's already 4 o'clock and it's going to take me about 3.5 hours. So let's try to see if we can knock this out and knock this out really quickly while also still getting a lot of really good footage because it did take me a little bit longer than I expected here at this meeting. And I'm very happy that it doesn't start getting dark until 8, but I still have a life. So let's go do it. The theme of this run is hopes and dreams because I feel like that's what I'm running off of. I feel like there's so many things that definitely could go wrong. So we're just gonna hope for the best. My phone is on like 40% battery. I did not drink enough electrolytes. In terms of daytime, I don't know if we're gonna make it before the sun sets and finish the full 19 miles. And I also ate like 20 minutes before starting. So a lot could go wrong. Well, guys, I do not have the best news. I did have to DNF my run. This is the first run that I've had to DNF without having like an injury literally since I've started running. There's only 2 other times, actually 1 other time, that I had called it quits on a run, and that was when I pulled my hip muscle, or I had like bursitis in my hip. I didn't actually get it like checked out by a doctor, but I had issues with my hip, and it was at like the height of that happening. The other 2, I came really, really close to DNFing the run. One was when I thought that I had a stress fracture on my foot. And then the other time is when I thought I had a stress fracture on my foot. But I still completed both of those runs. Probably shouldn't have, but this is the first one that I did DNF. And it was a hard decision to make. I am definitely somebody who tries to push through as best as I can, but I don't know, this run just, it was not it. Like, it was just, it was doing so good for the first like 4 miles. And then after I had the Humagel, it just made it worse on my stomach. And it's not even, like, it was just so bloated to the point that it hurt. Like, I'd have to run, walk. And, like, it got a little bit better around mile 7, which is when I thought I was in the clear. Like, I thought it was good. And then it did pretty good through mile 8 and 9. Like, it was bearable. Like, I could get through it. 10, it kind of started to come back a little bit, but I was still pushing through. And then mile 11, I had like a really, really, really sharp pain in my stomach. And I was like, my phone was at 20% and the sun was already setting. I still had 8 more miles to go. And ultimately, I just called it. Like, I wouldn't have gotten home until almost 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. And being a mom, I just can't do that. But also, I have to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. So being out until 10 o'clock at night, running with stomach pains for another 8 miles was really not, it just wasn't it. Like, it was not worth it. So unfortunately, I did have to call an Uber, and the Uber took me the 8 miles back, and I called it at, I think it was 11.75 miles. So tomorrow I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the 7.25 miles that I have to do. It'll be on tired legs. Unfortunately, it wasn't the full 19 miles, but it'll at least be better than not doing it at all. And I'll just make sure that like I'm not eating oats or anything new, because that was what I think did it. They had overnight oats at like the breakfast bar at the event that I went to today, and I was like, oh, I'll just get the overnight oats because it'll be really good carbs for me. I should have just gotten the bagel. Like, I didn't see that there were bagels until I had already grabbed the overnight oats. And then I was like, oh, well, I can't put the overnight oats back because I already touched it. Lessons were learned today, guys. Lessons were learned. But ultimately, I'm proud of myself for listening to my body. Again, it's a sucky, shitty situation, but if anybody's watching this and anything resonates with you from my videos, just listen to your body. And if you have to call it quits, call it quits. You know, like, yes, mental toughness and all this stuff in the running community, but at the end of the day, you know your body the best. Don't push yourself to the point where you're going to get injured or you're going to be unreasonably uncomfortable for no reason. And that was like the internal struggle that I had to do. Like, what do you mean you can't do 8 miles? Like, you just ran 11 miles and now you're telling yourself that you can't do another 8 miles. Like, I just felt like I was bringing up so many excuses, but at the end of the day, they were all valid. All that to say, though, I'm on the way back home. Thank you for letting me blab. Happy Friday. I am on the way to the gym. I just finished up with work a little bit ago. This week definitely was a very good week, a very productive week. But it was also one of those weeks where I feel like I crossed one thing off and then 4 more things popped up in its place. Even in my personal life, not just in professional, I feel like I have still so much to do, and there's so many things going on that, of course, like, you don't want to drop the ball and all that stuff. So, also yesterday, Elias was like kind of sick, like his cough had gotten a little bit worse, and today Hadrian's cough was a little bit rough, but like his energy was in a good place. And we're supposed to go to Disney in like 3 days. So I don't know, we might end up having to move the reservation to a different day, and like that'll be that. But I'm tired today, and no amount of coffee is like getting rid of how tired I am. So, but you know what? We're headed to the gym. We're gonna do our run. We're gonna do our Pilates, and then we're gonna go pick up the babies. This doesn't like paint the picture of how my week has low-key been going. I didn't have a Pilates class scheduled for today. There is no Pilates class after like 11:30 in the morning on Fridays. I have no idea why I had it in my head that I had a class today. I have one on Sunday for sure, but yeah. So I was a little bit nervous for essentially no reason. I did my run, dropped my phone for like the 10th time this week while on the treadmill. I have more cracks on my screen protector now. I got like 5 of them from this week because I have butterfingers. I also almost dropped it in the toilet at home earlier today, and like it's just, this week has not been smooth. It has definitely been a struggle. We're just rolling with the punches for today, for this week, for the time being. So, no Pilates class. It's like 3:30ish right now. I did like a little bit of legs. I did my speed workout, and I was like, I'm good for today. So I'm gonna grab some coffee. go pick up the babies, and then we have to go to Target for a couple of things. Happy Saturday, everybody. I'm on the way to go run pretty much 10 miles. So I am not excited at all. I am not motivated. Gonna choke. Sunday, everybody. I woke up maybe like an hour ago, and I was honestly just like bed rotting. Oh, my necklace. I have to put it back on. That's right. Don't let me forget that I need to put my necklace back on. I took it off yesterday because I was running I thought I was gonna do the full 10 miles. I ended up doing about 8 something, just because one, I technically had stacked 2. Well, I don't want to go back and forth, but since I technically had the 2 workouts that were 2 separate workouts scheduled for the day, I only ended up doing just one of them and then pushing the second one to today. Sorry, Noodle, I have to roll it up. I do have Noodle with me. We are on our way to go to a new coffee shop for today. It's called Kind Grounds. So I'm really excited. Their menu looked really good. This one is in Culver City. So I'm really hoping that I have enough time and battery for today, because I'm literally going to be going up and down. But I do have Noodle with me today. He deserved to come out for a little bit. It is raining, and he wants the windows fully down, which we are not doing. Guys, this sandwich is so good. And so is the croissant. Like, it's so flaky and so good. This is the chicken sausage. Chicken sausage biscuit, I think is what it's called. It's really good. If I didn't have Noodle with me, I definitely would have like stayed and worked in there, because they have like extension cords, they have tables, like it's a cute little area to go work in. I definitely think that maybe like next Saturday I might come over here and do some like work if I don't have to run. I think I do, because I'm going to Disney on Monday, so I have to move around like my schedule. But I don't know, maybe next weekend I might end up coming over here, because it's really cute. Let me give Noodle a bite. Oh, and of course this is the coffee. I did get their cold brew. I got it with soy milk and a dash of mocha. Delicious. Strong coffee, just how I like it. Noodle, you wanted a bite? Look at his face. What do you think? 10 out of 10 on the chicken? I definitely think I'm gonna take the boys here. They could take their little tablets. I can take my tablet. We can get some food. Yep. Now I'm gonna have to head home. Drop off Noodly Bell. And then go to my sandwich. Go to my class. But let me just get this for you guys because, like, look at this. So good. Definitely very flaky. Like, I have little bits all over me now. But it's so good. I don't even care.